Hello everyone, welcome to Vaishai's YouTube channel and to the another episode of CSAT Quantitative Aptitude. Topic wise previous year questions. We have done some episodes before. If you have not seen them, go back to the playlist of CSAT videos, watch them and come back to this video. Watch all of them so that you will get a benefit out of them because it will be a great revision for you through previous year papers. Okay, we are doing previous year questions. So in today's video we'll be doing the questions which have appeared from LCM and HCF from past 5 to 6 years. Okay, let's start the video now. The bell rings every 18 minutes, a second bell rings every 24 minutes, a third bell rings every 32 minutes. If all the three bells ring at the same time at 8 o'clock in the morning, at what other time will they all ring together? So if they ask these type of questions like after how much time they will come together or how much time they will speak together, these kind of problems we have to solve by solving the LCM of the given numbers. Okay, so the time interval is given as 18, 24 and 32. So we have to find the LCM of these three. LCM of this three is nothing but I will tell you how to take the LCM. Okay, I hope most of you know, but I'll tell you. 2 nines, okay, 2 12s are 24, 2 16s 32. So next it will go from 3 table. Okay, 3 4s are 12. So if it is not dividing, you can put as it is this number. Okay, 4 ones, 4 fours and 3 can be kept as it is. So if it is not dividing further, so we have to calculate the multiplication of this and the remaining numbers. So if we calculate that all, 4 3s 12, 12 4s 48, 48. So total value of LCM is 288. Okay, let me write. LCM is equal to 288. So 288, if you want to convert into the hours, 288 by 60, so it will become 4 hours 48 minutes. 4 hours 48 minutes. So the first ring was at 8 o'clock. After 8 o'clock, 8 o'clock plus after 8 o'clock, if you calculate 4 hours 48 minutes from 8 o'clock, it will become as 12 hours 48 minutes. Okay, 12 hours 48 minutes. So option is B. B is the correct answer for question number 1. If any type of questions like this comes, you have to do the LCM. You have to find the LCM. Find the side of the largest possible square laps which can be paved on the floor of a room 2 meters 50 centimeters long and 1 meter 50 centimeters broad. Also find the number of such slabs to pave the floor. So they have given the data as they have given one large square lap. Okay, this is the floor. Okay, they have given measurements as 2 meters 50 centimeters on one side, 1 meter 50 centimeters on another side. Okay, we have to find how many slabs, how many large number of slabs will be fit in it, so that no space will be left out. Okay, we have to find that. Okay, if you want to find this type of things, you have to find the highest common factor, the largest number. Okay, highest common factor of this 1 meter 50 centimeters and 2 meters 50 centimeters should be found. So let us find the LCM of HCF of 2 meters 50 centimeter is nothing but 250 centimeters. I am converting into centimeters. 1 meters 50 centimeter is nothing but 150 centimeters. So HCF of these both is, I'll tell you how to find the HCF. Most of you know, but I'll tell you again. So we have to take the least number as a divisor. So 250 we have to divide. 150 ones are 150. So remaining is 100. So this divisor should be kept as dividend. 150. Okay, then 50. So we have to bring this 100 again here. 52 is 100. So it will here we get remainder 0. So whenever we get remainder 0, whatever is the divisor, that will be the HCF. So this is the HCF. HCF of these two numbers is 50. So 50 is present in option C and option D also. We have to find how many slabs so that we'll get the final answer. So we have to find the slabs by finding the area. So area is nothing but 250 into 150. So by total of HCF, that is 50. If you calculate this, it will come as 5 5 is 25. 15 5 is so here it will be one more 50 because this is also area. So if you calculate this whole sum, we'll get 15. Okay, 15 slabs is the answer. So 50 and 15 is the answer for question number 2. So if you want, I'll calculate the last calculation again. So the last part is 250 into 150 by total area of the square laps is 50. So 50 into 50. 5 3 is 15. So 0 get cancelled. 5 5 is 25. So 5 into 3 is 15. So 15 slabs. So 50 comma 15 is the correct answer for question number 2. Question number 3. There are 5 hobby clubs in a college: photography, yachting, chess, electronics and gardening. The gardening group meets every second day. The electronic group meets every third day. The chess group meets every fourth day. The yachting groups meet every fifth day. And the photography group meets every sixth day. How many times do all the 5 groups meet on the same day within 180 days? Okay. So if these kind of questions are asked, this is in the same way as first question. I have told you again, same thing appears after what interval of time. These type of questions should be solved by solving the LCM of that particular. Okay, LCM is nothing but we have to find the LCM of the days. Okay, the first, the photography, the gardening group is meeting after every second day. So 2. So electronic groups every third day, chess group every fourth day, yachting group every fifth day. So and next photography group every sixth day. So we have to find the LCM of this all. It will result as 60 days. I have told you how to find the LCM. So if you find the LCM, it will result as 60. So the first is they are asking how many days on the same day they'll meet in the 180 days. So there are 180 days. On the 60th day they'll meet. Okay, if you find out, so they'll meet 3 times. Okay, in this way also you can calculate. First they'll meet on the 60th day, second they'll meet on the 120th day, and third they'll meet on the 188th day, because there will be interval of 60 between them. Okay, so after 188 it should not be counted because they have asked only till 188 days. So 3 is the answer for the question number 3. Question number 4. Sita and Geeta go for a swim after a gap of every 2 days and every 3 days respectively. If on 1st January both of them went for a swim together, when will they go together next? So again the same type of sum. We have to find the LCM here, but there is a small twist here. They are saying Sita and Geeta go for a swim after a gap. They are saying after a gap. It means that after a gap of 2 days means Sita is going to the swimming on 3rd day. So after a gap of 3 means Geeta is going on to the swim on the 4th day. So we have to find the LCM of 3rd and the 4th day. LCM of 3 and 4. LCM of 3 and 4 is nothing but 12. So after 12 days they'll go together. So they gave on the 1st January they go for the first time. For the second time they'll go 1 plus 12, that is 13th January. So 13th January is the correct option. Option D is correct for this question. Question number 5. In a school, every student is assigned a unique identification number. A student is a football player if and only if the identification number is divisible by 4. Whereas a student is a cricketer if and only if the identification number is divisible by 6. If every number from 1 to 100 is assigned to a student, then how many of them play cricket as well as football? So the first one should be divisible by 4. The second number should be divisible by 6. Then only they can become the football player and the cricket player. So if you want to find it so the given person should have the number in such a way that it should be calculated by 4 also, 6 also. In this way we have to find the in this process or in this type of questions you can find the LCM of this 4 and 6. 4 and 6 LCM is 3 to the 6, so 12. 12 is the LCM of 4 and 6. We have to find from 1 to 100 how many numbers are divisible by, so how many numbers are divisible by 12. So let us find. So 12 ones, 12 twos, 12 threes 36, 12 fours 48, and so on till 12 eights 96. Okay, till 96 it is divisible. It means 8 numbers are divisible within 100 numbers. So 8 is the correct option. That is fifth question. B is the option. If you have a two straight sticks of length 7.5 feet and 3.25 feet, what is the minimum length that you can measure? So again, these type of questions, the minimum length is nothing but the most possible length that you can measure. In this process, you have to find the HCF of the two numbers. I hope you are able to differentiate in which questions we have to find the LCM, in which questions we have to find the HCF. Okay, if they are asking in what interval, or if they are asking some common factors type of questions, you have to do the LCM. But if they are asking some feet or something related to square laps or something like that, you have to find the HCF. This is the trick. Okay, 7.5 and 3.25. HCF of 7.5 is nothing but, let us convert 750 by 100 LCM, so 325 by 100. So if we need to find the HCF of a fraction, we have to find HCF of numerator by LCM of denominator. So HCF of numerator, that is 750, 325. HCF is, if you calculate, it will come as 25. And LCM of 100 is 100. So 0.25 is the answer for the question number 6. Okay. Question number 7. What is the greatest length x such that 3.5 meter and 8 3 by 4 meters are integral multiples of x? So they are saying the integral multiples of x. Okay, it means that it should be a HCF. We have to find the HCF. It means, okay, they are saying the greatest length. So greatest length we have to find because of which we are finding the HCF. So HCF of 3.5 and 8 3 by 4. If you convert this mixed fraction into normal fraction, it will come as 7 by 2, 32 plus 30 by 4. So HCF of 7 and 35 is nothing but 7, and LCM of 2 and 4 is 4. So this is nothing but 1 3 by 4. So 1 3 by 4 is the correct option for question number 7. So we are done with the questions of previous years of LCM and HCF. Hope so you liked the series, and all the best for your exam tomorrow. Okay, bye everyone.